Hello, first grade artists. We are going to make a fish sculpture. It's a mobile, which means we can hang it up and it will move. So right now I'm going to put this finished one away, put to the side, and we're going to start by making the blue water. So with your paper nice and tall, vertical, we're going to bring the short side up to the other short side. So we're making a fold in half. So again, with my paper nice and tall, I took the bottom and I brought it all the way up to the top, and I'm going to push down on that crease and make sure I really push it down. Now keep it folded, don't open it up. Now we're going to repeat that step. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to take the bottom. This time it's the long side. See how this side looks shorter than that side? So now I'm going to take this piece and bring it all the way up to the top again and crease it again. So I'm going to push really hard on that spot. Now, your paper is starting to get very thick, but we're still going to do it one more time. So I'm going to take this bottom, remember it's the long side now, and I'm going to fold it up and push down hard. I think I'm going to even use my glue stick to push down to make sure that it's really creased. Okay, so now I have this paper that's folded up a lot. So if you have some crayons, you could decorate this with other fish, or if you just want to do a white oil pastel, I'm going to draw some circles for like some bubbles. Big and small circles. In the big circles, I'm also going to put a little curved line, like a highlight it's called. That's to show the reflection from that bubble. So now this is going to be something that we can look at from the front and the back. So that means we have to do it on the back also. So big and small bubbles with some reflections. Okay, now here's a step that you can try if you want. It's a little tricky because we're going to be cutting through many layers of paper at once, okay? So if I'm holding up my bubbles, see how I have this crease right in the middle? I'm going to close it, and that is going to stay as the bottom. So the open side is going to be these two pieces, okay? So I am going to use my scissors, and I'm going to cut some curved shapes out of that edge. So what I'm doing is I'm starting and I go down a little bit and then up. So this is going to make the top of our sculpture look like waves. So here's the finished one. See how it looks like waves? So I did one side. Now I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing over here. It's okay if these ones look a little different than the first ones, because then it'll make our waves look like they're moving even more. I just want to try to keep the pieces all stacked up together. So now I already folded this fold. I'm just going to refold it right like that. Let's push all this blue paper out of the way so you can see. So this is going to be my waves that are going to hold up my fish. I'm going to put a little glue inside just to make sure it stays. It won't stay perfectly, but we'll just do a little bit. Make sure we close up that glue and wind it down first so we don't make a big mess. So here is our water to hold up our fish. All right, for this next step, you're going to need your fish that you made with Mrs. B and me and a green pipe cleaner. We're going to attach the fish to our water. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my water and I'm going to put it on top of my green pipe cleaner. So there's a little bit sticking out from the top and a lot sticking out at the bottom. So I want to make sure this is longer than this, because I'm going to take this piece and fold it down. So now I have these two pieces of pipe cleaner close together. So I am going to take this little one and I'm going to wrap it around the big one. So I'm just twisting those together. So now it's stuck on there, right? We're going to do the same thing with our fish now. So I'm going to put my fish on top of the green pipe cleaner. See how the wire's right there? That's how you know it's on top, right? Because this one's underneath. This is overlapping. So there's a little bit of an end sticking out, and then the top is long this time. So I'm going to take this little end and I'm going to bring it up. So now I can take this little piece, so the long piece is connected to the water, the little piece, and I'm going to take it, I'm holding it still with one hand, and then I'm wrapping it around my fish. So that's to make sure that my fish stays on my water.